All right. Hey, music lovers, welcome to Musical Miles Podcast. I am your host, Byron Duffin, and we are here in Wickenburg, Arizona at the Art of the Cowgirl. And we found these really cute, talented, incredibly beautiful girls and a handsome young man who's also a bass player and a pistolero. But so this is the Arizona Wildflowers. And they hail from Casa Grande, Arizona, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you're going to have to hold that one up really close to your face when you talk. For some reason, that mic's not very loud. Okay, so oldest to youngest, you're in the wrong spot, but that's okay. Tell me your names and your ages and what instruments you play.
I'm Ranell. I'm 16 years old, and I play the mandolin and fiddle.
Okay.
I'm Brie. I'm 15 years old, and I play the guitar.
Okay.
I'm Aspen. I'm 13 years old, and I play the fiddle.
All right.
I'm Isley. I'm 8, and I play the fiddle.
Yes, you do. And play it well.
I'm Sawyer, and I'm 10, and I play the bass.
You do the stand-up bass, the cool bass.
Yes, sir.
Do you play the electric bass too?
No, sir.
Okay, well, all right. All right, so you guys have all been playing about how long? How old were you when you started?
I started when I was 3, so I've been playing for 13 years.
Oh my goodness. All about the same age you started, or?
Yes, sir. We all started when we were 3, except Isley. She started when she was 2.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Well, it shows. She's probably the most professional in the bunch, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So pretty cute. So who's your musical influence? Does mom play?
She does not. Neither of her parents play.
What the heck?
But our great-grandpas on both sides played. And so I think that's where the musical genes came from. But, we love listening to Kristen Harris and, Molly Tuttle, Sierra Hull, all the good ones.
Kristen, I actually got to interview Kristen on our podcast about 3 weeks ago.
We love her. She's so sweet.
And she is such a doll. She's so cute and can really sing and yodel. Do you girls yodel?
We haven't learned how to yodel yet, but we're thinking about it.
There you go. Well, that's a new skill to have, and you should have it. Yeah, it's been very good for Kristen. So, do you have a cowboy ranching background, or are you city folks?
No, we live on a ranch.
Okay.
In Casa Grande.
Okay.
And our parents both grew up training and raising horses, so we've been doing it our whole lives.
Awesome. I see lots of buckles here. So we got some pole bending, barrel racing,
fiddling,
all around junior tie down, goat tying.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Yeah, I have a nephew who is a national junior high champion.
Oh wow,
That's cool.
Yeah, at the junior high level. So, and he's currently first in the standings at the collegiate level in the tie down roping. So,
wow, that's amazing.
So anyway, and so what's your favorite? I mean, is this what consumes you? Do you guys all spend a lot of time? You get up in the morning and play the fiddle and the guitar, and you practice every day, or does mom have to make you do it?
We play music a lot. But we also have about 20-something horses and a herd of corriente roping cattle and goats and chickens and dogs and cats and all kinds of stuff.
Okay.
So we're busy with that. We ride a lot of horses every single day, so we're busy with that. But then we also, are homeschooled, so we.
Okay, I was just going to ask you if you are homeschooled.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And then we also make time for some music too.
Well, I can tell you make time for music. So do you? Now you did an original on stage here earlier. Now I love that. That's a beautiful song about your grandfather.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit of the backstory and about that song.
So he was the one that he was my mom's dad.
Okay.
And so we just kind of he passed away, and we wanted to write a song in honor of him.
Yeah.
And so we sat down with our mama and we wrote that song about him, and we recorded that on our album that we did last year, and so it's been a really good song to know.
Perfect. So besides you did mention Kristen and some of those other. Is there been any other artists that really resonated with all of you that you really like to listen to? And obviously you listen to international, like the International Western Music Association artists. But what about old school country artists? Is there anybody that really, really sticks out?
Yeah, well, maybe hand the mic down to Sawyer and he can.
Who you liking, Sawyer? Who's your hero?
I really like George Strait and Johnny Cash.
Oh, well, those are two pretty good idols.
Yeah, those are some of our favorites for sure.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. How about you? It's Isley, right?
Isley, yes.
Who's your favorite?
Kristen.
Kristen. Okay. Well, have you met her?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah. Have you got to play with her? Have you performed with her?
Yes, we haven't performed with her, but we've done a couple cowboy poets gatherings that she was at.
Oh,
so
fun.
we did perform kind of with her.
Yeah. Well, she's such a talented. Who did she play with in Elko? She played with Wiley Gustafson.
Yeah.
From Wiley and the Wild West show. We got to interview Wiley as well.
That's
so,
awesome.
Yeah, it was
so
that
cool.
was a great show. Yeah, and they got to throw a little. They called it cattle call, right? So they did a little yodeling in that
cool.
deal. Yeah, so
cool. Yeah,
but,
we were just talking about that actually, the cattle call on the way here. So
were you?
You should bring that up.
Yeah. Well, so if you could perform with anybody, who would it be? Besides Kristen, we already established that she's your hero.
Well, I don't know. I would say probably George Strait. That would be pretty cool.
That would be pretty cool.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
What about you?
I would say George Strait.
George?
Yep.
George is a big hero of ours. But,
Sure.
there's so many people that we would love to, Molly Tuttle, Sierra Hull, just so many people like that that are just super great. And
Right. And they're kind of making their mark nowadays, right?
Yeah,
they're kind of
they
coming right out of
really
the
are.
woodwork. And they've, like all those artists, they've all got a lot of time in. They've worked hard and there's no such thing as an overnight success, even in your case, right? If you've been playing the fiddle since you're 3,
Yes.
you've worked hard at it.
All those people have put many thousands of hours into it.
Yeah, sure. They have. Well, cool. So where do you go from here? Have you got a busy touring schedule? How many events do you play a year? Do you know?
I don't know exactly how many, but tomorrow night we're gonna perform at an RV park, and then Sunday night we're also gonna be performing, but this weekend we also have a rodeo that we're competing in.
Oh,
so
cool!
We're busy this coming weekend.
Where's the rodeo at?
It's in Maricopa.
Maricopa.
It's a junior rodeo.
Junior rodeo, Arizona Junior Rodeo Association.
It's a what is it? It's Thunderbird Farms Junior Rodeo Association.
Thunderbird Farms.
Yeah.
Okay.
So and then let's see, what are we doing next?
I think the next rodeo we have is Wilcox Junior Rodeo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've got a lot of shows coming up.
A lot of stuff in the mix, huh?
Yes.
Fun.
And then we're traveling a lot this summer.
So, of the 5 of you, who's the hardest one to get to the practice pen? Not with the horses, but with even the guitars. So, is it this one?
Sawyer's surprised. Sawyer loves fiddling.
He loves to play.
He practice all the time. I would say, well, Brie has about 7 horses, maybe 6 or 7. Oh, well, she sold a few.
Okay.
But she's got, some colts and stuff like that. So she's always outside riding those, working with them. So, we're like, come on, let's practice some music. And she says, no, I got to practice roping or whatever.
So Brie would be the tough one.
Yeah,
okay.
She's outside doing other stuff.
So you guys are old enough now to high school rodeo. Are you rodeoing in high school in Arizona, or are you just doing the junior rodeo?
Yeah, we're doing junior rodeo right now, but we're actually about to start high school rodeo. This year.
Fun.
So pretty soon.
Fun. And what events? You said you team rope, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so Brie does a lot of roping. We all rope some, but she is the best roper for sure. And then goat tying, pole bending, and barrel racing. Okay. No breakaway roping? You breakaway. Yeah, breakaway.
But you don't?
I don't compete in it. No.
Okay.
Sir. Nope.
Well, that's fun. Well, our kids all rodeoed, so not all of them. They all rode and roped, but our 2 middle ones rodeoed. Our daughter went to the junior high national finals in the
awesome.
barrels and the poles, and
that's cool.
And so we spent a lot of time in the arena.
Yeah.
We don't even own a horse anymore, but that's okay. We're busy running up down the road doing podcast interviews. So anyway, well, cool. Any great stories to tell me
I'm sure
Huh?
Sawyer has
Sawyer, you got a good story to tell me?
I got a joke.
Okay, tell me a joke.
What do you call a deer with no eyes?
I don't know.
No-eyed deer.
Oh, I'll bet you are a handful with all these sisters,
Oh,
right? Yeah.
He's got a lot of jokes.
All right,
and
cool.
a lot of good
Well, like I told you earlier, I'm going to ask you guys to play us a song that you guys can sing.
Yes.
I'm sorry I don't have a stand-up bass in here for you to play, or a little fiddle,
A tiny one.
a tiny fiddle. But if you want to grab that TETON guitar, so that is a guitar company in Idaho where we live, and they give us guitars for the artists to play, and then you guys all get to autograph the back of it.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, so this is the fourth one that we filled up with autographs since we started the podcast.
Wow, that's awesome.
So tell me a little bit about the song. Let's hand this down there to them, since you two you won't sing or you can't sing.
We're not going to this time.
We're just not gonna sing. Okay. So tell me a little bit about the song that you're gonna play.
Well, I'll take this. We learned this one just a little while ago. We like this one. It's called I've Got Spurs That Jingle, Jangle, Jingle.
Okay, perfect.
Yes, sir.
All right.
It's a... Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Yippee-yay! Guys. Okay. We're actually going to sing along the Navajo Trail.
Did we change our mind?
Change it. Yes, we changed our mind.
That's okay. That's a woman's prerogative to change her mind.
Yeah.
And there's 3 of you there, so we're gonna go with it.
Yeah. All right. 1, 2, 3.
Every day along about evening, when the sunlights begin to fade, I ride through the slumbering shadows along the Navajo Trail. When it's twilight and the crickets are calling and the coyotes are making a wail, I dream by the smoldering fire along the Navajo Trail. I love to lie and listen to the music while the wind is strumming a sagebrush guitar. And over yonder hill the man is climbing. It always finds me wishing on a star. Well, what do you know? It's morning already, and the dawning so silver and pale. It's time to get out of my bedroom and ride the Navajo Trail. I love to lie and listen to the music while the wind is strumming a sagebrush guitar. And over yonder hill the man is climbing. It always finds me wishing on a star. Well, what do you know? It's morning already, and the dawning so silver and pale. It's time to climb into my saddle and ride the Navajo Trail. It's time to climb into my saddle and ride the Navajo Trail.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, on the back, flip it over because it's too pretty to sign the front of them.
Yeah. Our own names or
Well, you're gonna make it up. You're gonna make up a fake name. No, we want.
no.
I want you to write the Arizona Wildwoods and Wildflowers, not Wildwoods, Wildflowers, and then each of you write your name. Can you do that?
Yes, sir.
You spell English, or you write it in Spanish? She's too cute. What are you gonna do with a kid like that? You got a boyfriend?
No, sir.
No, I got a grandson that couple of grandsons. Trying to get him to learn how to play the guitar, but he thinks he needs to play baseball and football and basketball and all that silly stuff.
This is a really pretty guitar.
What'd you think?
I liked it. Yeah.
Yeah.
The frets are a little bit different than mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is willow.
Oh, that's cool.
So, and then the front is solid no, not maple. It is, what did she tell me? I forgot. This is like I say, this is the fourth one. They gave me one was a spalted maple. Have you ever seen spalted maple? It was absolutely gorgeous.
That's
the
cool.
front of it, and we had everybody sign the back of it. And I gave that one away. We did a promotion.
Yeah,
so,
that's
do you know,
awesome.
do you girls know Olivia Harms? Do you know Joni, who played yesterday?
Yeah.
So her daughter Olivia,
Yeah.
I interviewed her in Las Vegas, and she got to sign that one, and I don't have it anymore. So I told Joni, I said, I need to. Olivia was supposed to be here, but she ended up not coming. So
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You'll need to get another guitar and get them to sign it.
yes, okay.
Yeah.
Well, guys, thank you so much. This has been fun. It's always a pleasure to get to meet new artists, and now we become fans of new artists that we never heard before. And so now we've heard you, and we love you. We love your sound and what you're doing. And you're a great fiddle player. Don't you ever stop. Okay. All right. Hey, for Musical Miles Podcast, I'm your host, Byron Duffin. We are coming to you from Wickenburg, Arizona, and we are here with the Arizona Wildflowers. And thank you for joining us. We'll see you somewhere down the road. Adios for now. Thanks, guys.